Yo, how's it going, everybody out there? Here is a quick update on what's going on with here the Rat Rod, Hot Rod, 1948, 47 Ford pickup. So, I got these headers that came in already, from DEC headers. They do like mud bog racing headers and shit like that. Excuse my French. And, they're probably the most affordable big block Ford headers at $185, clearing everything that needs to clear. I mean, it was perfect for the project because that steer box I knew was gonna be a problem, but kind of not when I set the engine back because I knew I wanted to run straight up headers. The carburetor and the scoop that are on the engine right now are from the Galaxy, and it's just temporary due to the fact that I fucking don't have I don't have money or the funds yet for the induction shit I want. I want hey, shut up. What are you doing? My little dog's like, I don't know, I guess arguing with the dogs from the neighbor's house. It's just barking. She comes out to poop when I come and work on these things. Anyway, so a lot has happened since I last made an update, I guess. I'm pretty terrible at keeping up. I probably have made better videos if I did. So, I have a lot of the stuff taped up here right now because I do plan to paint the whole interior like flat black or black, whatever matches with black. But I have all the wiring done. That's the ignition switch. I kind of have it pulled out right now. It's gonna go in this hole, and this is the turn signal for this. But I don't have it plugged in right now because like where it goes, because I'm like still sorting some things out. I gotta get a headlight switch. I gotta make this panel that's gonna like close this gap. I think I've explained before because this box was too short. Like I made it narrower, but it was too short because somebody had already cut it. But this frame, the leaf spring is already inside the cab because they're like heavy duty leaf springs from that RV. So I just had to like work it out that way. But it's fine because I'm gonna use that panel there for something. I got the gas filler from that RV, and I put it in here, and I put a false floor. Like you can see, I still gotta make some like trims for the edges because I did it backwards and I had to fit it. It didn't fit as good, whatever. But this is the stock tank from the RV, and the gas flows in good. I already put some gas in there. I still have some test wiring here done, but I have the electric fuel pump from like a '90s Cavalier in there with a. It comes with a strainer and everything. It's a high pressure system with a return line and everything, with a big ass tank, which is what I wanted because I'm tired of running those little like aftermarket fuel cells that don't hold shit, and it's just also because I'm like trying to use as much as things from the RV as possible because it just all adds up big time. And these are the taillights that I ended up going with for whatever reason, various reasons. I almost went nuts because I couldn't get the rear ones to flash on their own because I never like remember that LED lights need a higher resistance. They don't create enough current to trigger the flasher. And it wasn't until I remembered and I like in the same inline. don't know. I always hear like slow cars and they go on a trip, so I had to go check. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, those are the lights I got. But I have to, I guess, run regular light bulbs up front for the signal lights, or I'm gonna have to put like some inline bulbs from the old school style ones so they could actually flash. But this is pretty much the update. I made the battery box. It's all wired, the cooling fan, pretty much everything. And then I started the engine and I had a bad head gasket apparently, so I did the head gaskets. I haven't started since I did them because I was doing the fuel system, and it's pretty Yankee. You see it here because I used all the old lines from the RV, and that's the return T for the return style system. It has like a valve where it's biased to like flow more to the filter, but when it's full, it like returns into the tank. But I try to do it as clean as possible and straighten them as much as I could. But you know how it is. It's old ass lines, and lines are expensive. I would have definitely even dropped like $100 trying to like plumb this truck. So it's definitely not gonna happen. But it's golden, you know what I mean. It's all gonna be painted black probably. I'm not gonna fuck with the headers. I want to paint them white, but I like the stainless steel look, to be honest. I'm just gonna leave them, see how they discolor with the heat. I still gotta mount the grill here pretty soon. And I got some sick 29 Cadillac headlight buckets. And headlights, they're like super sick. Epic, actually, from this one old guy. So I need to do that. The motor mount on that side is like pretty jacked. You can see the engines like tilted that way, so I gotta mess with it. It's not a hard job. I just gotta crane it up here real quick from the edge and undo the bolts, switch it out. You know what I'm saying? Space it right. I have my rig going here already. The winch is working. I still gotta mount it right, and I maybe move it back. I'm not sure. I just kind of put it there because I was gonna go get these things pulled out of the sand somewhere. From this guy's yard that he sold them to me for like 10 bills each. 10 bills each panel, and they're like pretty much garage doors. You can just repair them real quick and then use them for anything, piece of fence or something. So yeah, and then I had to rig the lights because they were down there, and then I backed in somewhere and I broke them, and fucking all the wiring is toasted all the way. So I have to. I'm pretty much, and they're already using that kind of wiring. If you can see there, they actually wired this whole truck with like a trailer wire. So I'm gonna use these wires and like run them in and do the signal lights and everything again. But you know, everything's time consuming, I guess. I have these things running sick for my nephews. They're both running real good. Predator swaps. I think in my last video I was talking about finishing this one. These wheels I have on it are pretty much my version of training wheels. They're the back end of a old trike that I had, and I welded these plates, and they still flex and are able to like have him learn balance, but he doesn't fall because my nephew doesn't even reach yet. He doesn't even reach the floor. So I put those wheels on it, and it's just 2 bolts. If we want to take them off to like somebody else could use it, we could. But that's pretty much the update on the rat. Fingers crossed everything goes good. The engine is pretty iffy, I think. We'll see how it reacts. It's been sitting a long time. Didn't have any ridge on the pistons or anything, but it was leaking water through one of the head bolts because I guess they didn't put sealant on the threads, and that's where it was coming out of from the back corner. So on this side, a friend of mine told me to take out the piston and clean the rings. This old homie of mine, like really wise man, told me, and I told him I don't really want to pull out the whole engine again and everything. But the bottom end, like it was running good, but I just started noticing little by little it was getting water in the oil, started getting milky. Like it took it a while, but so we just did the head gaskets to see what happens. And by God, these are not the tires, front or rear, that I'm gonna use. These are just reverse dually wheels to have it rolling. I have the Hoosier slicks for the back, and then I'm just gonna get some steels, which I already got the spacers there from my old army truck, so should be good.